How's everyone doing this Saturday morning? That means one thing and one thing only. The weekend has landed. Come, come on, lads and lasses. Yeah. So welcome to Double Game Week 36 with your host, of course, Mr. Bellardi, and of course follow my other TikTok page as well, FPL, but Bellardi as well. So, have you made your transfers? Of course, I made my transfer about 57 minutes ago. I got an Callum Wilson, as you can see, a place of Diego Jota, and his price went down last night, so that was guttering as well. Yeah, so my team is Ederson and goal, Trippier is vice captain, his teammate Bachmann, Esther Pena, Luke Shaw, Trent Alexander-Arnold, midfield, Matona, Salah, Mahrez, my captain, Wilson for the moment, and Haaland, my benches, Ederson, Rashford, whose course is a major doubt, and of course Solly March, he's injured, and of course Sam Greenwood. Of course, I had two transfers, so I got one more left because I made one this morning. Yeah, so just to let you know, during the week that as you know, I left my team, Stamford St Mary's Seconds, because we gave three teams to walk over, and we had a chance to get into the Shield final this year, and the lads just didn't want to play, and I fucking travelled from Blanchardstown for the whole day. Well, for the whole day. Then they do that. So Phipps got the 3 points. That's why today I'm doing this deadline stream. I would have had the match, but of course I'm not with the team anymore. So I wish them the best of luck in their last match ever today, Stamford St Mary's Seconds, because it'd be the last time that they will ever have a second team again. Just they're only going to have one team every season. Yeah, so that means I'm a free agent. Whoever wants me next season, of course, I'll be trading with one of the over 35s team in pre-season. So that means my pre-season training will be starting early, which is unexpected because this season I've had so many days off as well, which is not good for your fitness on match day as well. Like, yeah, so that's about it. So I tell you, the last game week 25. What a mad game week, I have to say. Feckin' last Monday, Everton hammer Brighton 5-1. God almighty. I was not expecting that, but to be fair play to Everton. For getting the victory as well. And of course, I think what Everton missed, they missed their best player, Calvert-Lewin, and he has made a big difference since he's come back to that team, and that's what Everton were lacking. And Everton have got a great chance of staying up now. And of course, the other one who are not looking so good. Well, to be fair, they're gone anyway. Southampton. Yeah. Trying to think who they lost. I'll get back to that. And then what a last game, last Monday as well. A 7-goal thriller between Nottingham Forest and Manchester Southampton lost 4-3. Yeah, so yeah, even though Ward-Prowse scored a penalty, but it was that consolation. But that's a great victory for Nottingham Forest. Like I love Nottingham Forest. It's great to see them back in the Premier League, and I hope they stay there this year, because I think this double game week, I think they're going to beat Chelsea this weekend. Yeah, and the first game last Monday, Jesus, fucking 8 goals between Fulham and Leicester. Oh my God, I never thought Leicester would concede 5 goals again, but they did. But to be fair, and Leicester did score 3, but it wasn't enough. And of course, there was actually 2 penalties in that game, 2 of them from Leicester. One of them was missed by Bardi, and one of them was scored by Maddison. Yeah, so Leicester, that was an opportunity lost last Monday. And of course, the good news is there was about 20 goals last Monday, would you believe it or not? Which was very unexpected. And of course, we lost away at West Ham. Fucking De Gea. Oh my God. I want him out of Man United next season, but there's rumours he's signing a new contract. I think it's already sorted. I hope he leaves Man United, because we need to compete. But there's rumours says we might not compete for domestic leagues anymore, and there's rumours that we might not be shown live on television because we're not competing for the league anymore. Just check the questions. Will Rashford be out? Yes, I think he will. I think he will be, because he's only 25%. He's a major doubt. Leeds against Newcastle prediction. 3-0 Newcastle. I went for. Is Rashford injured, mate? Yes. Kind of similar what you could say about Liverpool when they got nice and Michael, I have you used your bench boost yet? Yeah, yes, I have. Yes, I have. Check what game week that was. So I was lucky to use my bench boost. I'd rather go for Odegaard. The reason why check more appealing is because he's got a double next week. And if he's going to continue to be rested in the Champions League, including obviously on Wednesday next week, then I think Mahrez is definitely the one to go for then. But we just don't know that. And I said it earlier in the stream, I have a sneaky feeling Mahrez could be benched against Everton, or at least not get the full 90 as we expect, and then start against Real Madrid. And that could be very crucial in terms of his minutes in game 37. But I'd go for Odegaard right now. Any spam comments? I'm sorry, we're not going to go through them. Game week 29. I use my bench boost. At least that is, or Eze. From those two, I'd probably go for Eze. Having said that, there are other. So as you can see, my rank up there, 116k. Of course, this week I'm going to break my second personal best, because my second personal best was last season. That was 1,377 points, and I'm going to beat that this year. But I got a good chance of beating my personal best, which was of course 2 years ago. 3,481 points. I'm not going to beat my personal rank, but I got a great chance of beating me personal best points this year. So I just need trying to think now. Yeah, it's probably good for Enciso for the double game week. 180. I think I need 174 points to beat me personal best. Were you at the Rovers? No, it wasn't in. No, it wasn't. That's right. Check out the video from last night. Have you made your transfer? Yes, I have. I got Callum Wilson, a place of Jota. Even though I have 2 transfers, but I'm not going to make another one. I'm not going to get another Brighton player because McAllister, even though he's on penalties, but he's not going to do it. He's not going to do it every week. If I'm honest with you. And of course, other games last weekend. Even though Leeds lost 2-1, but it was a great performance. I thought the Leeds United keeper had a good game last Saturday because he kept them in the game. Even though Gundogan scored 2 goals, he was on a hat-trick as well. I was surprised that Haaland didn't take a penalty. And another day, Haaland should have scored about 4 or 5 goals last Saturday. And of course, he hit the post. To be fair, Haaland actually had a good game. He made that great 360 turn, which I didn't know he had. He had that in his locker, but unfortunately, last Saturday wasn't his day. But of course, you're going to get that some weeks. Of course, the guy who I got in last week, Mahrez, did well for me. I think he got me 11 points last week, which I was delighted. Is Ederson going to start? Pep might use. I don't think he's not going to use him this week. Don't think he's not going to use him this week. I don't think, because they still need Ederson, because Man City still not secure of the league just yet. So they were keep Ederson and goal, and of course the backup keeper is Ederson, which is not looking too good. As well. Yeah, so I think I'm happy enough with my team. I'm not gonna get another Brighton player. If I'm honest with you, because I can't see, because Brighton have 2 tough fixtures this week, away at Arsenal and away at Newcastle next Thursday. So I have 2 Brighton players. Estrapina, I'm hoping Estrapina will get a tackle return. That's what I'm hoping. That's all I could hope for from Estrapina. He's not going to keep a clean sheet. I'm hoping a tackle return, if I'm honest. Of course, there's rumours that Luke Shaw could be playing left back again this afternoon against Wolves. Of course, that was the match that was supposed to go to last season, but I couldn't because of the situation. But I would love to go to Old Trafford or different stadiums. So the only problem now in England, it costs us too much money. And of course, Mahrez, as I said, got me 11. I think he will start because he didn't come on Man City on, what was it, Tuesday. He didn't make any subs to Guardiola. How the fucking Grealish play 90 minutes, I do not know, because he was carrying calves. Forget what else. As well. I check his Andy live. The only one who's not going live this morning is what do you call it? It's Planet FPL with James, because he's actually going to Birmingham to watch his team Tottenham play away at Aston Villa today. If if you have other questions, I forget that Man City second choice keeper. I don't think he's not going to play in goal this week. As I said, but you just never know in real life. I think the only way to get rid of Ederson could be the last game of the season, and that could happen because Man City, I can't see them. Oh, he's going to go live now. Andy, yeah, drink my tea. Of course, other results last week. Liverpool won 1-0, I think. Salah got the only goal. I think Salah, if Liverpool don't make it to the Champions League, and Salah won't be playing Europa League games next season if Liverpool miss out in the top four this year. I think Man United, it's in our own hands. But we can't afford to drop any more points. But
I did think that last night though.
Ten Hag, we know that. Like thank God we have thank God we have good fixtures home, and our home form has been very good this year.
It's really hard to know though.
Up the Rialto. I wish you the best of luck. But I think for you this year you're not looking too good in the Premier, which is very unfortunate. I heard you had a bad loss last week, but I won't say the score because you have played too many teams because that Premier and the UCFL played each other 2-3 times. It's ridiculous. They should have stopped the season at 14 games.
So he did use the term.
If I'm completely honest.
He said he is a question mark.
Yeah.
For Rashford, he said.
Yeah. To be fair, I don't know that. I don't know.
So whatever the injury was to Bruno, whatever the injury is to Rashford, it does.
It's not a straight red card.
And I think the thing that's making me panic.
Like they changed the score, it was 9-1, and then they changed it to 8-1.
Like he just played instead.
I don't know why that was.
But if Rashford starts,
it's
a bit annoying.
Get down.
I know everyone will
breaker.
Write off.
I would love to look, but it's not going to happen today because I'm watching Shell's Ladies this afternoon, so it's not going to happen. I wish you the best of luck. I wish you the best of luck today. But what's going on with your first tip? What the hell? You just gave 2 walkovers in a row. What the hell is going on with your first tip? Probably you just want to get relegated this year. Because I think you will get relegated this year. And the Black Forest first team are favourites to go down from Division 1 this year. They really are.
-4 Alvarez, Isak Wilson captain, and bring Alvarez back for the double.
We won the league unbeaten.
For what it's worth. So if you really
No. I think you lost one game in the league. You lost to that team that you play out in near BC's ground and Bushy Athletic.
More of the team that's starting.
They were the only team to beat you this season in the league. When you lost 5-1 away at Stanaway. That's your only defeat.
Which they might not be, I guess.
Where
George have 2 free transfers to do.
Got Haaland, Kane,
to Wilson and Isak,
and
March and
Ferguson, and only
Greenwood to Wilson and
2 Newcastle players.
I mean, getting rid of the guy that's injured probably
do
makes more
I
sense.
transfer one in?
I think Max 10 and Isak makes more.
So you're looking to get rid. So you're looking to get rid of them. I think you should get rid of Kane. Keep Haaland. Because even though you blanked last week, but
I'd be
but
tempted just to
he
play
will
Tony.
punish
The thing is,
managers.
for any, I think if the hit
And
benefits
Tottenham
him,
have a
I
tough
think the
game
other
away,
part
Villa.
of the hit also benefits
So
him. I'd be
check.
tempted to do it because McAllister's got 4 games in the next 2 game weeks. So I'd be tempted to do it.
We have the Shield
If both Wilson and Isak are starting today,
final.
would you buy both if you could for free?
We be
Excuse me, staying up today.
Kulak Village
I
on Wednesday.
I guess maybe. But
I wish you the best of luck with that as well.
So again, it's a bit like the Alvarez punt last week. Is the punt on Wilson
Better
this week
see
more valuable
you
than just
out
having that
in
spare
Token
transfer
the
for game
24th.
38? I mean, it may well be, right? Because you get an extra.
What's the 24th?
But I think in game week 37,
24th? What day is it
both
today?
Not necessarily.
It's the 13th, isn't it, today?
Start that game against Leicester, maybe, but I don't think it's huge.
Don't tell me Michelle's ladies have a midweek game, do they?
I don't know. I think the fact I'm hesitating probably tells you how.
Or is it the men's? Sean McRoberts men's? I have to check that out now.
But would I buy him? I don't know. Maybe. I don't think it's a definite yes. That's all I would say. March and Rashford out for Mahrez.
So must be the women's.
I don't think. I suspect you've probably got a good bench. I don't think there's a rush to sell Rashford personally. So maybe
just going to turn that up. Andy is live now.
Can you talk me through the Trippier captain if he's at the
check.
start? For me, both Matoma, McTen, and Miles clear and Trippier. I don't know about Miles clear. I mean, I probably will just end up switching to an attacker. But
no,
I don't really mind Trippier.
I don't think nobody is playing there the 24th.
Those kind of things can change.
May Luke. The only one I see would be the 27th.
Can Trippier walk away
a home to Pete Mount. The 27th of May.
I think he's capable of that. And I think
of course, Shell still have the Champions League qualifier, the ladies.
I think McAllister plays deep in both games. Am I that excited about him? I mean, Matoma's probably the one I would go to.
As well.
I don't know. To be honest, I guess I haven't really given it a huge amount of thought because I am expecting Isak to start. To be honest with you. Well,
of course, I will be in Tokyo this afternoon. Top of the group.
The thing is, on that Wilson question, I guess if he starts Leeds, it is hard to turn down, right? It is hard to turn down the punt.
Leeds win on Wednesday. I see.
The thing is, for me in game week 38, it's easy to say,
Donner
going to take all these punts and stuff. I'm probably going to end up making 2 quite boring moves. It's not even necessarily super exciting differential.
I want to say,
it's just that we know from past experience there can be quite a bit of rotation.
how you doing, Donner? Are you well? Hopefully, but of course there's no guarantees.
I don't know if Max numbers are quite as good, but I haven't looked into it probably as much as you have. They weren't great for a long time. I mean, they have been pretty good recently.
It's against Dublin Devils.
But
against Wolves, that's. I'm trying to think now. That's
I'm not
the Sydney Bedlow Cup final. Sydney Bedlow Cup final.
I think everyone's written off Trippier. Earlier in the season, he couldn't do any wrong, and I just think that he's probably somewhere in between instead. And I just like the fixtures for Newcastle better than for Brighton. I'll probably switch to an attacker, but ultimately it doesn't matter. Isak's going to start, and I'm just going to captain Isak. So I'm not really giving it that much thought.
Yeah.
Which probably isn't a good thing, because if Isak doesn't start, then I'm
fresh
in
and well.
10 minutes before the deadline.
Down and up this week.
Joe
Donald Trippier for captain.
Well, I don't really want to use my.
It's a risky move because Trippier has not delivered. I think he's blanked the last 5 or 7 matches in a row.
10 minutes before the deadline, and I'll think about that a bit more.
Is Rashford definitely out? To be fair, Joe, he's only 25%. Because if you can see the orange, he's only 25%.
It really depends on who you're happy to captain. If you really don't want to captain anyone else other than a Newcastle forward, I think you make the move. And then you use that money to either get Kane back next week or you put it into midfield or something like that. If you're
and he's actually captaining Isak at the moment, and I'm Captain Wilson, so I'm going for a differential. A differential.
Bench 2, Estepinian, Shaw, Foden, Rashford.
He's benching Estepinian? No way.
I don't know if Foden's going to start. I'm a bit torn on that. I don't know if Grealish needs another rest.
I think he does need a rest, Grealish, if I'm honest.
So I don't think it's a guarantee that Foden starts. So I would probably play Estupiñán and then either Rashford or Shaw. I'm currently on Rashford. That might change before the deadline. I might switch him out for Estupiñán, to be honest.
Yeah, of course, the team news will come out before the deadline.
Thank you very much.
Of course, I think I'm going to do that team news as well. The real Viva.
I would be tempted just to play Grealish.
In English,
I think there's a chance
just English fantasy. The real Viva, which you can download it right now on the app.
I spend the next hour saying that I would start Rashford and then I don't end up starting him. Like, that is a reality. There is a chance I'm
going to get rid of.
But if you're already decided that you're going to bench
just waiting for it to come up.
I think I would play
not Germany.
Ahead of Stones and Dalot.
Not Germany.
For what it's worth, there probably is a really good chance that Dalot starts this week, but it's not guaranteed.
No, he's not nailed. Dalot.
I don't know. What do people think about Grealish? 2 benches in a row. Does he need that?
Well, to be fair, he's carried a knock as well.
I've got a feeling he's going to start.
There's rumours that Grealish could be starting, but I don't think he will. I don't think he will.
That long to get over, right?
I don't think he will, but you just never know. Who am I going to get rid of?
Maybe.
Oh, this is a tough one.
Too tired, but
this is a tough one this week.
I don't know. It's hard to call. I think there's a chance he starts. I think people
are going to get rid of Rashford.
People are, saying there's going to be mass rotation. I don't know if it's going to be as much as we're expecting. It never happened before. Yeah, maybe.
Oh my God!
I don't think Crank is going to keep a player like Grealish out. To be honest, from Wednesday, was it Wednesday or Tuesday? It was Tuesday, wasn't it? So do you think, can Grealish really not recover from cramp from Tuesday to Sunday? I think we might be overplaying that a little bit. Now, obviously, he might want to just rest him because there's a game, Champions League midweek. I don't know. The thing is, I just don't know. We can spend the next hour discussing this. I don't know if Grealish is going to start. That's my final answer.
But you're never going to know the team news because that's
like 55.
Because that's the season, isn't it? No, tomorrow. Oh, something's wrong with Andy's. Oh, Jesus. Something's wrong with Andy's mic. Oh, we can't hear you, Andy. Oh, my God. So I'll check it now.
There we go. We're back now.
Oh, he's back.
Sorry. I don't know what you heard, but I said I'd probably put
Diaz a good option.
I also think Alvarez starting ahead of De Bruyne.
Not this week. Not this week. I don't take. Not this week. But game week 37, he's definitely a good option because City double the next game week and game week 37.
0.6 million about one free transfer. Want Wilson or Isak? Take Solanke out. Still.
Oh, by the way, Mitrovic is back today for Fulham. You never know. Could get Mitrovic.
0.9 million is a lot to make up. I don't think there's any players there I would want to downgrade.
You never know.
I guess Ederson, because then you can just play Kepa next week in double game week 37. I think Ederson's probably the best one to downgrade out of all those, but I wouldn't really want to sell any of them. Which two to bench from Rashford, Dunk, Grealish?
What striker am I going to get in this week?
I mean, do I put my money where my mouth is?
What striker am I going to get this week?
I just can't tell you who's going to start for Man City. That is the reality. I think Alvarez is more likely to start than Grealish. So I'll say Alvarez.
Alvarez could start ahead of Grealish.
But again, I may bench Rashford later on. This deadline stream is going to be rubbish. I don't know who's starting for Man City, and I could well just play Rashford later on.
Who am I going to get in?
I'm really just hoping we get some Rashford news from somewhere. It's just very unlikely.
I think I'm going to get Mitrovic. What do you think?
If Rashford is on the bench, that is an absolute killer when you've got the double game week sat there. And that's what I'm worried about. So what would I feel worse?
I'm gonna get
What would I
Mitrovic
feel worse if I bench him and he starts,
in.
or if I start him and he's benched?
That's a real Weaver.
It's tough.
Does pass up.
Do we typically get Newcastle team news? We did last week, but it's not guaranteed. The guy that we got it from last week did say he doesn't always get it.
Course, the real Weaver. There's no double game week. The real Weaver, so allowed to do that. Mitrovic. I'm not getting him in this team, just in the real Weaver team.
Ten Hag said, just to see if it was similar to what he said about Rashford.
I'll just check. He'd be a risk, but I ask.
Triple Brighton doesn't feel as good as it did a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, sure. We just lost 5-1 to Brighton, but I don't know. I'm not particularly worried about it. It's done its job now. We've still got two double game weeks in a row. I'm kind of fine with this.
Good.
Not really.
FPL player.
By the way, there's nothing wrong with Bruno Fernandes as far as you know. I was just talking about the quote.
FPL God almighty.
That Ten Hag said when he had that ankle on. Or the boot.
Oh, you mean Vinicius, is it?
Do we have any previous to Ten Hag?
Oh, forget a second aid, that Fulham striker.
I don't think so.
I think it's the end of his start. He's done well. The short amount of time for Fulham.
I mean, initial instinct is I don't like that hit. Like, you just do Tony to Isak. Can you not do Tony? I don't know why you have to do Bruno and Stones to Odegaard and Trent, to be honest with you. Like, don't get me wrong, Trent is great, but I don't know if you need a -8 to bring him in. Can you not do Tony to Isak and March to Mac 10 for free?
So who am I
Tony's
going to get in the field?
Isak, so I'm pretty sure you can afford that. I wouldn't take them.
Oh, to get rid of March?
I don't think Bruno and Stones are worth.
Well, who am I going to get? That's the
problem. Not for 8 points.
I don't have that much money.
Ederson and then sell Trent next week for a City defender for the double. Thoughts on both? I mean, downgrading Ederson maybe if that's your only choice. I wouldn't go out of my way to do it. Selling Trent next week, yeah, some people are going to be in that position. I think it could be worth it, but it is a home game.
It's out for the season. I would have gotten Pereira if he wasn't injured.
Wait and see what happens next week.
He's so cheap. 4.3, like the fancy.
You end up keeping Trent. Similarly to this, I was thinking about Trent to a City defender. Then March went and got injured. So I'm just selling him instead. So I think if you've got Trent and you're planning on selling him, my main piece of advice would be hope that something happens.
That's a tough one.
Where you don't have to sell him, and it just makes life so much easier.
Really is. Oh my God.
Play Kepa or Raya. I'm gonna.
Tough one.
I said Kepa on the video yesterday, and I was listening to the BBC Football Daily podcast, and they were talking about how many goals Forest have scored recently. I was like, oh God, should I have said Kepa? They scored 10 in the last 4 games.
Can I get Willock?
And I was like, oh God, I'm panicked. Who did they play though? I mean, Southampton, fair enough. Brighton, really good result.
Oh, can't, because I already have 3. Oh, Jesus.
They scored 3 in the last 2
I already have 3 Newcastle players.
Chelsea.
Francis, what do you think of Danny Welbeck?
I'm going to stick with Kepa. I don't know if
differential.
Honestly, this
I think he's pretty good, but the only problem is there's rumours he might not be starting. I think Evan Ferguson starts this week.
Have 5.4 million. I mean, if you've got a Newcastle spot,
Robertson,
you could go to Willock. Otherwise,
bench
I would
Robbo
take
this
week.
week.
The problem is he's probably going to play right back.
I would say yes. I would say yes if I'm honest with you.
So
I think Robertson could be best option next season.
You're flip-flopping.
Because Trent Alexander-Arnold, he's not going to be the best option next season. Because, of course, it'll be his last year playing in defence. He's going to be playing in midfield next season. That'll be his new position in the game next season. So he won't be getting, the bonus points. As he's done on defence.
I probably will flip-flop on Rashford, so I've already prepared you a few times for that.
God,
but I've got Trippier vice captain, but if Isak doesn't start, I could well just go and captain.
Going to get rid of Mitrovic?
It's that kind of week.
I haven't got him. Who am I going to get? That's a tough one.
What about starting Joe Linton over Trippier? I mean, I would want to start.
I think I'm going to get Odegaard.
Did I consider benching Haaland this week? No. Not for a second.
So that means I would have to get Evan Ferguson.
Thinking about benching Haaland. Best replacement for... Oh, sorry, I did that one. David, thank you very much. Alfred, you reckon we'll get early team news today? Possibly. I mean, obviously, everyone will be looking for it. So, yeah, maybe. I don't think it's a guarantee, though, right? Most of the time, people aren't looking for Newcastle news. Could well happen, though. Who'd start? Alvarez. I don't think we're going to get Rashford news for what it's worth.
Check who's out for Arsenal.
Alvarez, Stone, Martinelli, Estupinian. Probably
because Arsenal will score against Brighton.
I think Martinelli and Estupinian are your best bets for minutes. Triple captain Hardman 37. Yeah, it's probably the best triple captain left. Yeah. Also Salah to Fernandes. I don't know where I fall on Salah to Fernandes. I think Fernandes is better for game week 37.
I don't have enough money. God. Don't have enough money to get fucking.
Whether or not that's the best use of a transfer.
Martinelli. Oh my God.
But yeah, the reason why I'm hesitant to say that selling Salah in 37 is a good move is because I would want Salah back to 38. It's just probably not worth 2 transfers. If you're going to go Salah to Fernandes, then stick with it. It's probably worth it. But it's probably one we can discuss a bit more next week. Horia, maybe. 8 months member, thank you very much. Jota, March and Botman for Wilson, McTell and Shaw, -4. I have to sell Botman because I already have Isak and Trippier.
It's a tough one this week.
I mean, personally, I wouldn't be taking -4s to switch double defence to double attack. I don't know. In your case, maybe it's worth it.
Can't get Anthony
will start this
because we've just missed out on price.
He is a bit of a minutes concern. Mark's obviously done pretty much, and Shaw's got a double next week. So I actually don't hate that
Isak or
I think for most people, it's probably not worth going -4.
It's up to you, Aidan.
I think that probably is worth it.
But the only problem is who would you get?
I would wait until as late as possible.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one
to get news because there is a chance that one of Isak or Wilson doesn't start.
There's a chance that Isak or Wilson might not start.
My bet is that Isak and Wilson. I don't know.
Wilson has to start because there's not that many game weeks left, for God's sake. And Newcastle are going for the top 4. Everybody thinks they're going to hammer Leeds, but don't forget earlier the season was 0-0. St James and the Leeds keeper had a great game, but of course he's not playing because he got dropped last week.
I think what's really interesting is I said this earlier on in the week. I think that Isak and Wilson will start today. I think
this is a tough one.
Be Isak and plus someone else on the left.
This is a tough one.
If Longstaff's back or St Maximin.
Come on.
Fitness. I still have slight doubts over whether Wilson will start there. I think he will. That is where my money would be. I just think that a lot of people think it's 100% guaranteed.
I'm going to get William.
I'm just not quite that sure. What's really interesting, right? You shouldn't necessarily trust fans.
He would definitely
start.
What
they want is not necessarily what Eddie Howe is thinking. There's so many Newcastle fans want Isak to play number 9 and they want Wilson on the bench. Not because they think he's awful, they just want him to be that impact player. And it's better balance.
I'm going to get 2 Fulham players.
Left winger, like a Gordon or like a St Maximin. I think if St
Maximin
2
Fulham players,
I'd be really worried about Wilson. But because
I'm doing it.
And because he was only able to play like 12 to 15 minutes.
So got 2 Fulham players, William and Mitrovic.
So that's my bet.
And the Real Viva.
Wilson start today, and I think
William's a good option.
Starts Brighton. And that's why I prefer Isak. But you know what? 10 minutes before the deadline, we can easily get a lineup which is Wilson starting and Isak isn't, and then I'm absolutely in the mud. Absolutely in the mud. Top of the morning. How's it going? Did you know that every Irish person actually says that? Top of the morning. Can't get away from it. Paul, most people will be tripping on Newcastle United, City and Brighton. It leaves a headache.
Liverpool play Monday.
Rashford and not take a hit or affect the week game of 37 double. For most people, just keep Rashford and just deal with it next week. Like for me, the plan will be next week, Trippier to Stones. And if Rashford is injured for game week 37, I would just do Rashford to Grealish instead. The thing that gives me a real headache is if Grealish goes up in price or Rashford drops before the end of the week. So I only have the exact money to do it. But I think you can just wait on Rashford. No, we're not definitely getting news. Like I've said that a few times already. I think anyone that's expecting, like, I think you have to be prepared to make your decisions without having the team news. And for me, if we don't get early team news, Isak is the one to buy over Wilson. But again, I'm a little bit more doubtful on Wilson.
Yeah, so I have Isak as captain at the moment. The real Viva.
I'm sure there's other.
And Callum Wilson, the captain of my fancy, is Rashford confirmed out of the squad.
Grealish, Ederson, and Haaland.
He's only in this game. He's only 25%.
And just probably bench him instead.
And yeah, there's rumours that he starts starting.
Had Ake, March, and Rashford. Should I swap Watkins for Isak -4 because now I have no bench due to injuries, or Rashford to Willock? But the thing is, Watkins is going to play, so Watkins to Isak doesn't help your bench, right?
It doesn't help your bench.
So I mean, I'm not saying Watkins to Isak isn't worth a -4. I'd be tempted to do it if I'm not happy with my other captains, but it doesn't help your bench situation. You're going to play Watkins or you're going to play Isak. I don't think I would do Rashford to Willock. I don't think so.
No. Can't don't forget Rashford has a double game week next week.
Ram, who would you rather bring in, Mahrez or an Arsenal mid? Oh, I think I would bring in the Arsenal midfielder because although I think Mahrez will start today, I don't think he starts twice in 37. So I don't think you really get many extra minutes on Mahrez. And also, if Arsenal and Man City both win all their games in 36 and 37, so obviously Man City's got the extra one, Man City will have the league one before game week 38. And I just seen a few people discussing, which I kind of agree with. Even if that title is lost, I think Arsenal will look to play a full-strength side last day of the season against Wolves at home. Whereas with Man City, who knows what the rotation might be like them? It's tricky because if Mahrez probably plays today because he's not going to play in the Champions League, I would assume. So he could also start the first game of 37. So you might get two, maybe 3 starts for him.
Donica, I think
I would just take the safety
both
of the Arsenal midfielder.
Isak and Wilson. Wow.
Do I drink Guinness?
Wish you the best of luck with that. Wish you the best of luck with that, mate.
No.
Wish you the best of luck with that.
Why is no one picking Kane? We all sold him to get Salah already. Play Dunk or Grealish? I think I would play Dunk. Wonder where Rice will play next season. Interesting one. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Why don't you drink Guinness? I just don't really like it that much, to be honest. Yeah, Arsenal seems to be the one for Rice, but who knows, right? A lot of money at stake. Do they have as much money as West Ham will want for him? Kevin, Money League rival is 3 points ahead. I mean, that's absolutely nothing, by the way. Has identical team, but has Isak. Is going Wilson over Isak this week too risky? I mean, I don't know if Wilson over Isak is the way to worry about 3 points, in all honesty. I'd probably just go Isak. But again, I'm going to say this a lot of times. I mean, I don't even know if it's fair to say I'm biased towards Isak. I'm biased towards Isak because I think he's the better pick. But there's of course a scenario where Wilson smashes Isak this week.
That could happen as well. Wilson could
smash. Wilson gets a hat trick.
Captain Isak.
And Isak gets the second start.
Yeah, go ahead.
So
best luck.
I do think.
And Trippier, Trippier's still a good option because he can take free kicks, corners as well.
Rice could easily be 100 plus, right? Plenty of other clubs are going to be in for him as well. He's so good. I really want West Ham to win a European trophy this season.
Me too.
Three reasons, right? One, they could have easily sacked David Moyes, and they didn't.
I agree.
And so for him then,
but they didn't want to.
Safe in the Premier League.
But they're safe anyway now.
Obviously, Mikel Antonio, love the guy.
Because West Ham have got to win the Europa Conference.
But also,
because if they don't win the Europa Conference, they won't be in Europa League next season. Or Europe altogether.
And it always happens to clubs like third further down the Premier League. They always lose their best players to those at the top. So it'd be really nice for them to get that European trophy before he leaves. So I hope it happens. I hope they go through to the final.
Man.
Because Rice is going.
There's rumours that Wilson could be on the bench.
Surely they can't hold him so many.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Is there any point paying the extra money to get Shearer over Botman? I mean, if it's not going to stop you doing anything else, like for future moves,
there's
then
rumours.
He is much more of a goal threat. Eddie Howe said, I've seen enough of Isak. Yeah, enough of Isak at left wing, yeah. I don't know. I don't want to read too much into what a manager says in the press conference necessarily, but did you watch the video of it? It didn't really seem that upbeat about it.
Or there's rumours that Wilson could be starting. Rumours. So there's a bit of both.
Yeah, look, things like that.
A bit of both.
Right?
That Isak could be benched. Wilson could be benched.
All the time. No one expected Brighton to lose 5.
I don't think neither of them should be benched because Leeds will be a tough game because they're fighting for relegation.
They're very cheap
as well.
In 2 game weeks. It's not really one to worry about. Yeah, I'm not saying it's a guarantee, obviously, that West Ham win the trophy. I'm just saying I would like it to happen for those 3 reasons. I'm sure there's other reasons. I'm sure they've got other likeable players, but that's my 3 reasons. David Moyes, Mikel Antonio, and it would just be nice for the fans to get it before they lose like one of their best players in years. I mean, who's been better than Rice over the last 10 years? Payet was obviously amazing.
Oh, Dimitri Payet. Of course. Anyway, he was a good player. Of course, he's with Marseille now. Of course, he's getting old now, like myself.
I hope you know that. Any early Newcastle team news? You'll know it, right? You'll know if we get it.
We know we get it.
Start Ray or Kepa. I'm going to stick to Kepa, but I'm not quite sure I've got that right. Start Grealish or Shaw. Start Grealish. I guess the good thing is he's probably not going to come on if he's benched, right?
He's not going to come on if he's benched, Grealish.
Captain Isak or Wilson? I'm going to say Isak, but if they both
he's going to say Isak, but it's a tough one. The only one who's nailed that Newcastle team would be Trippier. He's nailed.
I'm keeping an eye out on the DMs and stuff.
The DMs.
The problem is,
of course, Arsenal beat Newcastle last week as well. That was a great performance. I heard Ramsdale had a good game. But Newcastle did have chances. I think they had. I don't know how many times they hit the post. Because I know they hit the post. But they just couldn't score.
Maybe. It'd be funny if
as well.
That would be funny.
That would be funny.
It would induce a lot of panic, but it would be really funny.
It would be really funny.
Talk about them. And also,
of course, Andy is only 39 points ahead of me at the moment.
648,000 transfers in. I am worried about him. I listened to the podcast with Callum Wilson. I've seen clips.
I'll check who's the most transferred in this week.
Best to worst, Grealish.
I say it's Wilson. I say it's Wilson.
Oh, West Ham at home. Estupinian, Alvarez, Grealish, Henry.
I say it's Wilson.
I really wouldn't spend too much.
Wilson is the most transferred in this week.
What we'll do if Isak or Wilson don't start because
McAllister second.
Obviously.
Isak third.
March and Greenwood.
In fourth, by surprise, is Odegaard.
Yeah.
In fourth.
I like the
and fifth is Joe Linton.
Joe
Linton.
You get 3 to 4.
The fifth most transferred player in.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all.
Most transferred out. March.
Kind of
Watkins. Rashford.
Free hit on
I haven't told you.
Wilson, McAllister, and Isak.
And Greenish. Wow.
I don't know if you need to spend a -8 necessarily.
Wow.
I think free hit is probably. Well, do you know what? It's hard to know without knowing your full team and giving it a lot more thought than I will have done. But I guess for most people that have got free hit left, it makes sense to use it in 38.
In 38?
But Wilson, Isak, and McAllister, they're not necessarily players I mean, McAllister maybe for 37.
Yeah, because he's got a double, McAllister.
Like, you don't need them. Don't get me wrong. If they start against Leicester, there could be a big score there. So I'm not writing them off, obviously.
Yeah.
Look, Chelsea away is not a bad fixture either, but you don't need them. So you could free hit instead of taking a -8. It's just hard to know without...
It's just hard to know.
I just haven't given it any thought apart from right now. And, like, what does the team look like?
What does the team look like?
Nailed. Yeah, Toby, I think I replied to you, but yes. Joe Linton is basically nailed.
56 minutes to the deadline closes, everybody. So don't forget to lock in your teams. The next 56 minutes.
But I don't think he's going to happen. I don't think he's started at all.
At all?
The Rovers last year. I don't think he's had a single start. He played 45 minutes against Forest. I don't know if that was from the start or in the second half. I think
check what other fixtures that I missed from last week.
Willock's nailed, yeah. Willock is nailed.
Yeah, Willock is nailed.
I mean, the last time Willock didn't start a game was West Ham away, game week 29, maybe because of the quick turnaround.
Wow.
But he looks fairly nailed outside of that.
What is... to the deadline closes, Jaden.
Ederson could outscore Kepa, and that would be extremely frustrating. But
Tottenham won 1-0 against Crystal Palace last week. Of course, the main man, Harry Kane.
Like, that's how long
I think that's his 209th goal now in the Premier League. Is he going to catch up Shearer? But if he leaves the country this year.
But I think it's close enough.
Should I keep Rashford?
Jesus,
yeah, because he could be back next week. Because he's got a double 37.
Probably the better option for minutes. I guess it's one of those I don't hate.
Of course, Man United were away to Bournemouth and at home to Chelsea. They're two winnable games. They really are. Centre away performance is not good, but to be fair, Bournemouth, they're already safe.
I don't think that's necessarily a good move, to be honest.
Right now, so Bournemouth are on holidays. And of course, the Birmingham Derby, Wolves beat Villa 1-0. To be fair, Wolves seem to be...
Would you rather have Rashford for that double or Isak or Wilson for this one?
Haaland is benched this
weekend. Maybe you take.
I don't think Haaland will be benched. If I'm honest with you.
I'm not happy about it though.
Because if you bench Haaland, he's going to punish you. But the only thing is not captain him this week. That's the only thing. Because he doesn't have a double, but the next game week he does have a double.
No, doesn't sound good to me.
Doesn't sound good to me.
I decided on a wall of shame.
The wall of shame.
Do it. Ederson would be the first person.
Yeah. Ederson's, even though he's not a bad keeper, but he hasn't done brilliant this year. The Man City keeper.
I don't know. I'd probably just keep Solanke. I don't know how many starts.
He probably will keep Solanke.
Ferguson's getting in the next 4 matches. I think 2 max. Just back
2 max.
I know maybe he gets 3. Maybe he gets 3, but
he gets 3.
Solanke's going to play 80 to 90 minutes in both games. I think that probably keep Solanke. If you got 2
probably keep Solanke.
You could take the risk, I guess. We only got 3 weeks
check what time the deadline's at next weekend.
Something a bit different. Now is a good time.
Now it's a good time. At least this year, I'm not going to get 26 points this year.
Trust me, you'll know.
Because I've had 26 points for the last 2 seasons.
It'll be the only thing people.
That's the one game week. Joe Wilson or Isak. It's a tough one.
Maybe stick with Watkins.
It's a tough one.
No, I'd rather have Isak over Watkins.
I think I would have Wilson.
Because Varane's only just back from injury.
But it's a tough one this week, Joe.
Everyone's now expecting that Varane and Lindelof will play together and Shaw will go to left back. I really wouldn't be so sure about that because Ten Hag really likes a left-footed left centre back. So I think Lindelof. I wouldn't buy Lindelof, to to be
I
honest.
won't buy Lindelof.
Man United defenders, you should really be trying to get Luke Shaw.
Oh, thank you, everyone. The 1K.
Not Dallo,
broke.
not Wan-Bissaka, not Malacia.
We broke. Haaland is benched this weekend.
And De Gea, obviously, but
there's rumours that he's not benched.
Not really a goalkeeper.
On
use my last free transfer this week to
the
get
scout.
Burn. Mate, I mean, I actually don't know. Why did I get Botman all those weeks ago? I guess there was a slight worry back in the day when we wildcarded that Matt Target might come in at some point, but that hasn't really happened. I think Dan Burn might be slightly better, to be honest. 0.08 XGI. What's Botman? I think. Do you know what the weird thing is with Botman? I'd probably go for Botman. There's not much in it though, honestly. Why is no one talking about Almiron? He's just not nailed.
No, he's not benched.
Start Kepa Rea. I'm going to say.
Rumours he's starting.
I'm going to go with your gut. Honestly, if you prefer going like Rea versus Kepa,
go with your gut.
That's super close. So if you want to go for Rea, you should absolutely just go for Rea. Like just because I say Kepa, like, there's hardly anything in it at all. Both got goodish home games. I think if West Ham rotate enough, then maybe that becomes the easier fixture. West Ham probably also obviously a bit safer in the league, etc.
No, it says he's starting on. He said he's starting, but of course you're not going to get the team news.
I was actually interested on the Premier League. Sorry, the BBC.
What team do you support?
The
Red Devils.
It could be
the team that are in fourth
to stay up. Like
at the moment.
34 or 35 can keep you up. So, and also, I was saying this on a video the other day. You know how the narrative becomes relegation clubs need to win.
Relegation clubs.
I heard Sam Allardyce's press conference. And obviously they want to do enough to get the 3 points, but he said we absolutely must not lose. And I do think relegation teams think like that. So Forest going to Chelsea.
I think Forest will beat Chelsea.
Hand off for a 0-0 against Chelsea. I think they would. That'd give them 34 points with 2 games to go, and that might even be enough because are Leicester and Leeds going to win 2 of their last 3?
No,
probably not.
No.
As a Forest fan, we will score against Chelsea. As a non-Forest fan, you also might not.
As a non-Forest fan, you might not.
Yes,
oh my God!
I'm a bit worried. I'm a bit worried, but it was always the plan.
If Forest wins this weekend, they would definitely stay up.
The plan from Game Week 26 wildcard has not changed that much.
Because Leicester and Leeds,
so I'm mostly sticking to.
They're not going to win 2 games.
Also, again, by the way,
Leeds are not going to pick up no points from their last 3 matches. They might get 1.
How handy!
But to be fair, their fixtures are terrible. They should have not gotten Sam Allardyce.
You don't have to panic sell him if you don't want it.
If I'm completely honest with you, they should have kept that manager because it's not going to make a difference. If they would have good fixtures against bottom half teams, they would have had a chance.
There's a good chance.
But no,
the
just give up now. You're going down this year, Leeds. And to be fair, another thing that I was wrong about Everton. And now Everton, I've got a great chance of staying up again. I think it's only the third time. I think it's only the third time that they're going to escape from relegation in the Premier League. Because what they call it, they stayed up in 93-94, which they came from 2-0 down against, who are no longer. Well, they still are existent, but they're no longer existent. They used to be called the Crazy Gang, Wimbledon. And of course, 97-98, they just stayed up on goal difference from both wonders because they had the better goal difference.
I'm just going to play the guy
Joe,
and hope that
Mahrez or Greenish. Mahrez.
I don't know. I'm a bit worried about Chelsea in general.
Just finishing this tea.
Play Edison.
Of course, it's a shame that West Brom are still in the Championship. next season. But of course, in the Real Viva, I have to support a championship team. And I think I could be sticking with West Brom or even Birmingham. You never know, could change it to Birmingham. Will Mahrez start? I say yes.
I think Kepa versus Ederson is
yes.
very close. So I basically decided to go for the guy at
home. Because he didn't come on.
Now I'm thinking
in midweek.
Will I play Kepa in 37 then? No. Because Ederson's got better fixtures.
Yeah.
I'm not playing Kepa for save points. I'm playing Kepa because I think he's got a better fixture. So I will definitely play Ederson in 37.
Yeah, so would I.
If Ortega starts against Everton, that would probably worry me enough about 2 starts in 37 for Ederson. But I think he'll play.
I think he will play. We just have to say, don't we?
I'm going to check Chelsea's recent... You got me worried now. I'm going to check Chelsea's recent stats.
Chelsea's recent stats? Oh, he's put Luke Shaw on the bench. Wow.
Okay, that is Real Madrid, to be fair. Brighton. I don't know. I'm going to play Kepa. I'm going to play Kepa.
He's going to play Kepa.
I think Watkins.
He's going to play Kepa, the Chelsea keeper.
Don't worry about Chelsea. Frank Lampard's their manager. That's exactly what I'm worried. We've done Kepa and Raya so much now.
He's done Kepa and Raya.
I would start Estupiñán. If Rashford is out for 37, you're looking at other Man United mids as well. Probably not, because I don't think it completely nails.
Rashford can't be out next week if he is.
I guess I could be.
I would be fucking gutted. I would be. And that's a god honest truth. I would be gutted.
Not even. I mean, everyone's minutes goes up if Rashford's out, of course. But
yeah.
What if he's back to 38? Casemiro has decent XGI.
Casemiro has decent SGI.
March to McAllister, Mings to Botman, Isak captain. Do I start Grealish, Rashford, Watkins, or Henry? I guess you probably go Watkins for the guaranteed start.
Probably Watkins for guaranteed starts.
I don't know. I kind of am of the opinion that everyone else has that Rashford will either be on from the start or just not play at all. It's just that slight risk.
It's just that slight risk.
Tell me Rashford's not going to start, please.
Please.
Please just let me know.
Please just let me know.
I'm sure if there was team news, like it would be everywhere.
Sure, there'd be team news, but it would be everywhere.
Yeah, Anthony's got a good chance starting twice, but they could do something like Sabitzer number 10.
Sabitzer number 10. He's a good player. Sabitzer.
Is getting a Newcastle striker in for Watkins this week more important, or having 2 free transfers going into 38 more important?
It's a tough one.
A tricky one. It all comes down to captaincy. If you're happy to captain someone else, then I would probably go for the 2 free transfers. But I'd be very tempted just to target this Leeds game. It is away, though. I mean,
it is away, though.
To keep the score down, possibly. If you want some confirmation bias.
If you want some confirmation.
We're all benching Rashford except for me. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look too bad, does it? This would be it.
Yeah. Now he's going to put Rashford on the bench for Estupiñán.
Maybe I should bench. I don't know.
But he's going to put Luke Shaw on the bench.
The thing is, you just look like an idiot if he starts, right? Because it's such a good fixture.
But to be fair, he's got Salah, Fernandes. And Fernandes is on penalties.
I don't think Ederson will come in, no. Even though I've been banging on about it, as you say. Start Estupiñán or Stones. I would probably start Estupiñán.
Estupiñán. But he's not going to get clean sheets. Probably attack or return. That'll be about it.
No, I wouldn't do that, to be honest.
I hope he's getting the attack or return against Arsenal.
Ederson.
That's what I'm hoping.
I'm going to say Ederson. On 3 Newcastle defenders, is it worth a -4 for Isak to protect rank? If you want to captain, I think most people can afford to bring Isak in for a -4 if it means
to bring Isak in for a -4.
That as your justification, I think.
I think that's fine.
Perfectly find an adequate excuse to do it.
Course this week I only need what do you call it?
Shaw, Grealish, or Mitrovic. I don't know if Mitrovic
Probably 80
now.
points to beat me second personal best.
How would you have Mitrovic? Honestly, there's no guarantee he starts though, right? They could easily. He's not been
James,
injured, obviously.
would you
I'd
comment?
probably start
copying
Grealish.
This team for a wild card.
Spicy, for a team with 1 free transfer, 3 million in the bank, and only Murphy
or make any changes. I don't think you should copy somebody's team. But of course it's down to you, James.
I wouldn't do Marsh to Willock if you're just going to bench Willock. I wouldn't do that, especially if you got Lindelof. He might start today.
Should you wild card or
probably
make
do the.
Like, how many Newcastle or Brighton players do you have this week?
March and Alvarez to Isak and Murphy have 2 free transfers. Yeah, don't mind that. I'd maybe get Willock instead of Murphy. I don't know. Murphy should start. I think he started 4 of the last 5. So
Murphy should start. He started 4 of the last 5 for Newcastle.
-4 for McAllister will play Shaw/Rashford. I mean, if the other part of the hit also benefits you, I would probably
the other part of the hit that benefits.
Because obviously you got the Rashford injury. Shaw could keep a clean sheet, I guess.
I think Shaw will keep a clean sheet because Wolves are not great away. They're good at home, but they're terrible away. Don't forget the last game that they lost to 6-0 away to Brighton. Don't forget that.
So don't need it. Start Trent or Odegaard.
It's a tough one.
I think
it's a tough one.
Tricky one. I think I would start Odegaard.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to bench Trent either. I really wouldn't be. I'm really struggling to bench Trent this week.
Yeah.
Have Rashford, Edouard, March, Grealish, neither -8. Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Did you also? I'm sure I already answered the question for you about -8. I wasn't quite sure you needed it.
If I get 100 points, it doesn't really matter. How could it beat me second personal best?
I would play De Gea. Johnston versus Bournemouth.
Then if I get another 100 points, I beat my personal best from 2 years ago.
Can't reach Mac 10 due to
so that would leave me on second.
If you want to stick with Brian,
3,500 points.
I'm not convinced.
0-5.
Otherwise, you just go to Willock, I think, for Newcastle.
With one game to spare.
Aaron, thank you very much. Xander,
one game to spare.
Thank you very much. Bench, which one? Foden, Trent, or Dunk? Foden, I think, yeah.
Foden, I think.
Captain, who and when do I use it? Probably Haaland, 37. David, new member, thank you very much.
Of course, I've been playing this game for a long time now.
Got 2 free transfers. Nice. March
became
Gilmore. Nope. Tony to a cheap forward.
No number.
Diaz and someone else to a cheap
2 number.
To maximise on 38.
On teams.
Number 2. No. Tony
to
a cheap forward.
I became number 2.
37. And Diaz and someone else to a cheap defender. And another to maximise on 38.
Thank you for the love hearts, Jaden. I really appreciate it.
March to get. I don't get the idea of buying Gilmore.
Yeah.
I don't know why you need to do Tony to a cheap forward.
I don't. Gilmore, he's a good player, but I don't like him that much. What's he done? Nothing. He's done nothing in this career so far.
Unless I'm just completely reading that wrong.
As well.
Solanke or Rashford. Probably Solanke.
So I'm going to check the predictions. What score I'm going for this week?
There you go. I've already got triple Newcastle, triple Brighton.
And Super Bowl, which I'm going to check it right now.
Further transfer,
so I've gone for 3-0 Newcastle, 2-1 Aston Villa against Tottenham, 2-1 on your first away at Chelsea, 1 on the train Palace and Bournemouth, because I can't separate them and both of them are safe. Went for 2-0 Man United, 2-1 Fulham away at Southampton. And that means Southampton are relegated.
Game week 37, Grealish to Bruno, Isak.
Went for 1 on the train Brentford and West Ham.
Unless this impacts your decision,
I think Brentford could win that, but I can't separate them. I went for 3-0 Man City away at Everton. And I went for 2-1 Arsenal. And one day I went for 3-0 Liverpool away at Leicester. Where's the fucking
maybe
midweek?
at some point. I mean, I got honest, I haven't really travelled.
Oh yes, and I went for 2-0 Newcastle against Brighton. The last double game week on Thursday.
I'm tempted to start Mahrez and hope he starts. Jesmer, March to McAllister, yes. Watkins to Isaac, yes. Grealish to Mahrez for a -4. I wouldn't do the -4.
I won't do a -4.
Start Grealish. Mitch, Mo captain over a double game week. Good luck.
Good luck.
Zubin, thank you. Adita, go and see some Willock instead of Isaac and McAllister. Like, Isaac and McAllister are much better than NC.
Isaac and McAllister are much better.
No, I don't want Shaw. I don't have Shaw ahead of Estrapina.
I don't have Shaw
really want to play Trent ahead
against
of
Estrapina.
I'm definitely not playing Shaw ahead of him. Start Robertson or Estrapina and Estrapina. Bench and Steele and Dunk for Martinez and Mings. Thoughts? Bench and Steele.
Thoughts?
No, don't really get it. I would probably play the doublers in that case.
I'd probably play the doublers in that case.
Mahrez or Rashford to Joe Linton.
Hopefully I could push up for that 100k.
I would say neither. I would just play Mahrez.
Yeah.
If you have to do one, I would sell.
I went.
I feel like you've got. I feel
Isak
like
over Wilson.
You'd have to sell Rashford.
Oh really? Wow.
Already on a -4. Take another hit or play Patterson.
Captain.
Take another -4 if it's going to be
Isak or Trippier or Haaland or.
How about Gross instead of a team?
I think I would just captain the double game week there. Either Isak or Trippier. But of course it's up to you. It's up to you.
I haven't saved this, by the way. I haven't clicked save.
Oh, you have to save this team, yeah.
This is the actual team.
Oh well, just a starting lineup. That's all.
Oh, Rashford, you're killing me. I don't want to bench him.
Oh, Rashford, he's killing them.
There's so many people out there that already know the team news.
Do.
Tired today.
He's tired today, is Andy?
Start Evan Ferguson or Shaw. I'd probably take the risk on Ferguson.
You'd probably take the risk on Ferguson.
In McAllister for March, does it make sense for Rashford up to Grealish for the upcoming game? So just bring in Willock. I would just probably bring in Willock or just keep Rashford.
Or just keep Rashford.
I want to bring in Saka or Martinelli, who is better. I would always go Saka, I think.
I always go Saka, I think.
Saka to McAllister and Pope for -4. So, I mean, you're gaining one fixture.
You're gaining one fixture.
I don't know. It's a tight one because you get.
I don't know. It's a tight one.
Not got another way to bring him in. Josh, thank you very much. Tune Chums, 21 months member. Thank you very much. Alvarez to a Newcastle striker for a -4 if captaining.
Alvarez to a Newcastle striker.
If you yes, I guess so. If you're really not happy captaining anyone else.
If you're not really happy to captain anyone else.
Who's more dangerous, Mahrez or Grealish? I think Mahrez has got more chance of starting this week.
Yeah, that's what I said. Mahrez will start. Mahrez could get me more points again like he did last week. Mahrez.
Let's say Estrapina was like injured or something.
Mahrez, baby.
I would definitely play Rashford. I would definitely play him. But because Estrapina is first bench, he's got 2 fixtures. If Rashford
will Grealish start?
An absolute killer.
I don't think so, Andrew. Because don't forget on Tuesday he was carrying Knox. Grealish will start this weekend.
It's all based on what was said yesterday.
I think it will be folded. If I'm completely honest with you. Connor, Isak or Wilson.
No team news.
Captain.
No team news so far.
No team news so far.
I
think I would captain Wilson. Because I think he's on penalties as well.
Oh, yeah. Let's see what
but of course, it's up to you, Connor.
So the person that leaked it last week about Isak.
The person that leaked it last week.
Someone in the FPL community asked them whether they're going to talk about the team again before the deadline. He said, I don't get team news every week. And
he doesn't get team news every week.
Only an hour before. So
only an hour before.
We're waiting on. obviously most people are like they're not looking for Newcastle news week to week.
Week to week.
Wilson in for Watkins. I would if he starts. Yeah.
I would if he starts.
Thank you very much, Rory. I have 2 free transfers. Have 3 Brighton City, Newcastle. Grealish to Mahrez, Grealish to Fernandes, Ake to Diaz or Stone.
Ake to Diaz.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I think my initial instinct is that Grealish to Fernandes is the move there.
Grealish to Fernandes is a move there.
Who had a bet with me that Grealish was going to outscore Fernandes, by the way? It must be pretty.
Of course, the game week 38 in what do you call it, 2 weeks' time. Of course, I'll be going live. What do you call it, twice? The last day of the season, and of course, TikTok, of course. Not next weekend, the following weekend. The last games of the season. Of course.
It's a tricky one, really.
It's a tricky one, really.
Your team's too good, basically.
The team's too good, basically.
In FPL, the key is to have a bad team so that you've always got something.
FPL, the team is to have a bad team.
Yeah, Foden could play. I don't know if Grealish needs a rest, though.
I think he does. I think he does, Andy, if I'm honest with you. Andy said Grealish doesn't need a rest, but I think he does. Because what happened on Tuesday?
Rashford on the bench, this doesn't make sense.
Rashford on the bench doesn't make sense.
Any tips for the Eurovision Song Contest? It's going to be a nightmare because my next door neighbour is proper into it.
No way. Andy's next door neighbour is proper into Eurovision.
Otherwise, no, I'm probably not going to watch it.
No, I'm not going to watch it because I'm going to be out for the whole day anyway.
What happened to the spider last year? I don't know, probably just chilling out.
Is Rashford out? Doubtfully, yes. Because as you can see, Andrew the Orange, he's only 25% in the game. 25%.
If Haaland is benched, then Alvarez for Watkins -4. I mean, maybe, but you're not going to find out if Haaland's benched before.
You're not going to find out Haaland's bench
before the deadline. To be honest,
he won't be benched. No chance.
Australia, I thought Australia was just in it for 1 year.
He didn't have that many chances in the second half, if I'm honest with you. So he'd be fine. Haaland would be fine.
I wasn't sure. I'm just higher on my other players.
Haaland would be fine.
Sure, ahead of.
He's on penalties as well, even though he didn't take one against Leeds last week.
I agree. I think that's one of the reasons I'm not really worried about Rashford because they've got such a good bench.
Yeah. He actually does have a good bench. I don't have a great bench. But you don't need a great bench, if I'm honest with you. That's if you're using your bench boost. And I've already used my bench boost since game week 29.
I'd probably just get Willock.
Good. Echo.
-4 just the bench.
Oh,
if you've got no bench,
thanks. A good Echo. I never thought about that. Well, to be fair, I've been on the Echo too many times.
If you've got nothing else to do,
too many.
I don't think it's a completely bad transfer, but I would honestly try and do something else.
I think the last time I was on the Echo was 2016, but of course that was when I was injured. And that was actually a great game in the Tala Derby, by the way. It was actually the last game of the season between Aylesbury and Mark Celtic. It ended
you wanted to sell
a 10-goal thriller.
You sold Haaland by accident. Surely not. You didn't
what?
Do that.
Wow, somebody sold Haaland by an accident. Wow.
It's pronounced Xerxes.
It's pronounced Berserxis. No, I've never heard of that.
I will try and get that right next time.
You try and get that right next time?
S-Jam, little devil face there.
Little devil face there.
Wilson, if not in the starting lineup, would you still captain? Nah, I don't think so.
Nah, I don't think so.
If he's not in the lead lineup, there has to be a chance he then also doesn't play. There is a chance he also doesn't play Brighton, right?
There's a chance he might not play against Brighton.
Wilson should only be captain if he starts today, in my opinion.
Wilson should be captain if he starts.
Is it worth taking another -4 from McAllister to replace March for a total of -12? I only have
what?
because of the Rashford
-12, wow.
Yeah, it probably is, yeah. Whether or not you needed a
No,
I'm not sure.
because it's not that many double game weeks this week. It's only 2 teams that have a double. That's Brighton and Newcastle.
I'm an absolute fraud.
That's why I'm not taking hits, because I want to try and beat me personal best points. That's why I'm not taking the hits.
By the way, we're only 60 subscribers away from 340k.
Wow, so, he's only 60 subscribers away from 340k. It's Andy in his YouTube channel.
So
Let's talk FPL.
And Rashford being out potentially is really bad.
And Rashford being out is really bad.
I'm loving it right now, honestly.
I'm
a bit worried about it. If Man United don't get top 4, that's a disaster.
It is. If we don't get top 4, we'll be a disaster.
Sky Sports News. Never, I assume. Never.
Like, probably United are dependent on Casemiro, Fernandes. Who else? Probably Anthony, if I'm honest with you.
I'm not going to get any Newcastle news. So I'm on the lookout.
I think Everton will beat
Man
City
or
draw. Oh, really?
That's a good question.
Well, of course, earlier the season was a 1-1 draw.
So Trippier definitely.
That was where Man City weren't playing that great, but Man City are playing really well now.
Just always is.
Well, you never know. Stranger things have happened. Look what happened last Monday. Everton got a great 5-1 win, but against Man City, it's a different kettle of fish. If I'm honest with you, Andrew.
Yeah, look, again, there might be...
It's a different kettle of fish. Because City are just that, as I said, that high, and Everton are that down. Everton are home, yes, I know that.
There might be news.
But of course...
I don't know. We're definitely going to...
But of course, Everton, they're okay at home, but they don't score that many goals.
I know when people say, is there going to be a team?
And probably Everton's energy levels will run out because they scored 5 goals away at Brighton. What happened to Man City? Score 5 goals this week. That could possibly happen as well. It really can.
If you had to sell Trent to Diaz Stones to fund March,
if you really had to Trent, Jesus,
I'd be tempted, because of the double next week.
I'd be tempted because they got the double next week.
Not saying I would like to do it, but I'll be tempted.
I'd be tempted.
Edouard March to Ferguson, Odegaard, Martinelli for a -4. Yeah. Can you not do March to McAllister? No.
Can you not do March to McAllister?
Out for Jota or Jesus. I would go Jesus. I think best Man City.
I'm not going to get another Brighton player.
It's a weird one
because
this week I would probably buy
they're not going to score big Brighton this week.
And because I slightly worry about Stones and his
maybe if they get 1 or 2 goals, that's about it. And they're not going to keep clean sheets this week. Well, of course, I've got no choice but to play Estrapina. If he gets a tackle return, that's a bonus for me. I would take that. Like,
I have Rashford, Grealish, Dallo, bring in Bruno. Bruno's great. One option: Raya to Pope, Robertson to Share, Greenwood to Alvarez, Rashford to Fernandes, or Roll. I'd be tempted by Raya to Pope, but I guess it really depends what the knock-on effect that is for the next few weeks. I'd say Raya to Pope or just Roll.
I say Raya to Pope.
I don't have any Man United players for next week, and only 3 Brighton. Haaland doubles for 37. So
Haaland does double for 37. And he'd be starting both, by the way. And I think I'd be captaining Haaland.
No, I just do Watkins to one of the
next weekend for double game week 37.
-2 short for Marsh and McAllister. Other than that, I've got the same team as you. Thoughts on transfers to make the Mac A move happen?
Just waiting for a team news.
Trent to a City defender.
If it happens,
you really don't want to get rid of Trent. You're downgrading the goalkeeper.
You're downgrading the goalkeeper.
There's not really any other moves I like. There's no one else I'm really looking to sell in this team. Daz, thank you.
To be fair, I got a good first 11. To be fair,
I'm waiting to see if we get any. See, this is where you got to be careful. You know when I said
this is where you got to be careful.
It's because I got a DM that said Wilson starts, right? Now,
he's got a DM that Wilson starts.
Let me tell the rest of the story. And I said, okay, that's interesting. And then They said not sure on Isak, and then they said
He's not
this is my opinion, but
he's
I
not
don't
sure on
believe it's
Isak.
wrong. This is why I don't just read every single DM I get.
Every DM that he
As soon as
gets.
I get it. Because imagine if I'd said, "Oh, this person, yeah, Wilson starts."
Oh yeah,
So
this person Wilson
team
starts.
news.
If Wilson starts at lunchtime, that'll be a bonus for me as well.
Yeah.
And I will be thrilled. Wilson's going to score. I love Callum Wilson. I really do. Really do.
Amazing.
I love Callum Wilson. Just a shame in his career that he's been injured, but when he comes back from injuries, he gets goals. I wonder will he stay at Newcastle next season? Because it'll be tougher for him next season.
Well, I feel like that's the least likely scenario.
Max Isak starts. We don't know. We don't know yet, Max. We don't know yet.
Defend well, maybe, but it is Leeds. They are pretty bad.
Leeds. They are pretty bad.
Only have 2 Newcastle players, Isak and Trippier. Who's the third best Newcastle player to get, not including Wilson? Probably Share. Otherwise,
but of course, don't forget, if who had Share last week, he scored an own goal against Arsenal last week. I forgot to tell you that as well.
I can tell you, I'm not getting my tips from the BBC Sports Fantasy Football Tips.
He's not getting tips from the BBC Fantasy Score Tips.
There's so much stuff you can do every week.
Every week.
Only so many players you can talk about, etc. Right?
Etc.
No, ignore the thing I said about Wilson, right? That's not a leak whatsoever. That's just an opinion.
That's just ignore about Wilson. That's just an opinion.
Honestly, Wilson might well start, but not based on that.
Wilson may start, but based on that, like.
Play Watkins, Shaw, Grealish, probably Watkins, Solanke or Shaw.
Probably Watkins.
Vagabond, Matthew for euros, Vagabond, Trent out for Trippier, Gabriel out for Share. I'd probably just do Gabriel to Share, I think. Okay, Gavin, here we go. March and Diaz for Matoma and Kivior. I'm going to say yes. The only caveat
I'm going to say yes.
Kivior looks good for starts, but Rob Hodney is just waiting there. So could he maybe start at some point? Possibly.
Could he start at some point? Possibly.
I think Matoma is better than Diaz, basically.
I think Matoma is better than Diaz.
Grealish may come on for one. I don't think it's that likely. I'd probably start Grealish. If you want to be
probably start Grealish.
You go for sure. I don't really want.
Oh God!
Discuss what I do if Isak's bench because I'm not quite sure. I guess I
probably. I hope he is bench.
Attacker, even though I said that I would probably.
But my real favour, I hope he's not bench as well. Because I have him as captain of the Real Viva, but I could change my captaincy in the Real Viva. That's totally different. But the Fancy Premier League, you can't change your captain. The Real Viva, you can. That's if a player gets sent off. You can't change your captain if a player gets sent off.
I'm not 100% sure who I go for.
Not 100% sure who will I go for.
I'm not 100% sure. Why Kepa and Ederson? I'm just going for the home game. Come on, Kepa and Ederson's not my biggest concern right now.
Ederson is Kepa. Is not Andy's biggest concern.
Rashford. Am I from Bristol? I was born in Bristol. I never lived there though. I lived 20 miles south there.
He was born in Bristol, but never.
I have like a bit of a West Country twang. I don't.
But he never lived there in Bristol, Andy.
Thoughts on
for Kane, Wilson, and McAllister for Jota, Watkins, and Greenish.
Right. I do say all right.
Ooh.
Right. Do we start Rashford or not?
No. Oh, that's a tough one. Do not get Kane in because he's got a tough game away at Villa. Do not get Kane in. He's got a tough game away at Villa. Wilson, yes.
How long do we wait on news?
But we don't know about the team news.
I would probably give it till 5 minutes before, to be honest. honest, because I don't think the website.
He would probably give it.
But I guess it's a bit of a risk.
It's a bit of a risk.
Chaz, member for 1 year. Thank you very much. Start Diaz or Shaw. I'd probably start Shaw. Steele or Kepa. Steele.
Start Shaw.
Start Steele. I wouldn't worry too much
about him. Getting in the first three.
If I bench Rashford,
wish you the best of luck with that, Andrew.
I mean, I guess I would want Man United to win. If Rashford doesn't score, happy days. But
happy days.
I'm annoyed if Rashford scores. Rashford poll. Okay, Rashford. Yeah, do a poll on Rashford.
Do a poll on Rashford. He's doing a poll on Rashford.
Kepa or De Gea? I'll probably go De Gea, I think.
De Gea.
-4 to upgrade a bench player. Not sure on Diaz starts. Probably not. Unless
probably
you're
not.
Sure none of your bench are going to play. I would just risk it, to be honest. 74% saying bench. I wonder how many of these people are in Rashford, though. Most of them probably. He's quite highly owned.
Probably too many of them.
But it does look quite.
On Rashford, including myself and Andy. Do.
Solanke to Ferguson. I don't know if Ferguson's that much better than Solanke this week.
I don't think Ferguson's that much better than Solanke. I know he's got a double.
Sure,
but it's not guaranteed starter. Ferguson.
This week. Well, I would go. There's 3 double game weekers.
3 double game weekers.
Grealish or Watkins, who to start? Mac 10. Start Alvarez or Rashford. I'd say Alvarez. Don't think we're getting any legit news. Yeah, possibly.
Possibly.
Got 2 free transfers with a similar team to yours. I have no clue what to do.
I have no clue what to do.
Yeah, I mean, there probably are some teams out there that could consider burning a transfer. I think a lot of it comes down to Trent. People are just too worried to sell him for good reason. Like you could do Trent to a City defender to prepare.
You could do Trent to a City defender.
Most people don't want to do that. So in some cases, maybe burning a transfer is okay.
Burning a transfer is okay.
Getting rid of Trent, which is again absolutely fair.
Absolutely fair.
We're on 340,000 subscribers. Thank you.
He's on 340,000 subscribers.
Thursday streams. They haven't been a thing for like 2 years.
For 2 years.
The Thursday streams usually like a lot of repetitiveness. I know there's always crossover in videos.
Always crossover.
The stream on Thursday I don't think really added too much. Maybe if there's a midweek deadline.
Maybe there's a midweek deadline, but you won't get that until next season.
It's a bit different, but I wouldn't see it coming back.
I wouldn't see it coming back.
Stuff, I think. The Visa Cam. Oh no, just another one. Thank you very much, by the way, for 2 months.
Thank you very much, by the way.
340k, nice. Now we've got to get
340k, nice.
That's the target. I'd like to get 500k in 2 seasons' time. That's $500,000 in 2 seasons.
That's $500,000 in 2 seasons. Do.
What do you mean team news? I'm not seeing anything.
What do you mean team news? He's not seeing anything. Oh my days.
My day. Anyway, no news.
No news. Traveling to go to the deadline closes. So don't forget to lock in your teams now, because you never know. The website could crash. Because it happened to me earlier in the season. Earlier in the season.
Never seen the sea at Western.
That was when I was going to get Connor Cody in.
Yeah, of course. I get what you're saying.
But thank God they won't let me.
Yeah, of course.
Because he actually not conceded. Connor Cody hasn't been starting the last few weeks for Everton. I don't know what that is like.
Obviously great, but $500,000. It's going to take another 2 seasons at least.
Of course, he's on loan from Wolves. Would he be back at Wolves next season? Could possibly happen.
There's no team news. There's no
team news. Oh no!
I wish I had a good Newcastle source for you to put you
through our miseries. I don't think we're not going to get any team news before the deadline closes.
Ruining the game. Lots of talk on Twitter about moving the deadline to kick off. They should just do that. Yeah, they should just do that.
They should do.
Shearer is starting over Isak. Nightmare. Absolute nightmare.
Absolute nightmare.
I'm feeling pretty calm about. I'm not like it's Rashford's killing me.
Rashford's killing him.
If Estupiñán didn't have a double, I would just start Rashford.
If Estupiñán didn't have a double,
I don't know. Am I looking forward to the season ending? Yeah. Like,
I'm looking forward to the season ending. And hopefully beat my personal best. And maybe it could be next week. It could be the last game. Could be the last game of the season. Could be the last game of the season.
Start Shaw or Dunk, I think. There's no other team news. Not seen anything. Nothing about. We're not going to get Man City anyway. Nothing about City. Nothing about
City. We're not going to get any team news at lunchtime, I don't think.
Nothing about Man City, Man United, or Newcastle.
Or Newcastle.
Western half marathon tomorrow. Good luck.
Good luck.
Oh, so far. Start Estupiñán versus Trent. I'm going to go for Trent over Estupiñán, but I'm torn on Rashford.
Like I to pay Trent because I think he's got to get an assist because he could get assists from corners. He could get a goal from free kicks or from crossing the ball as well, or squaring the ball.
I think deep down I know I should probably bench Rashford. I just can't bring myself to do it. And if Andy Martin's team news, he probably isn't a wind-up yet.
Probably is a wind-up, yeah.
Bench one of Solanke, Saka or Shaw. Probably Shaw out of those. Which two to start? Stones, Grealish, Shaw, Watkins. Probably Watkins and Grealish, Shaw ahead of Stones.
Wilson and Isak start.
If you have an exceptional FPL next season,
you're very welcome, Andrew, but
of
course, there's no
really good, like top one.
There's no news on the team news. Yeah.
Early on. So for the second season running, I've had like a pretty good end to the season. It's not enough.
Had a pretty good end to the season.
Right at the start. I'd love to hit like number one after 10 game weeks. That'd be huge.
Yeah, huge. But it's very hard to get number one because there's so many. There's so many managers now every year, not just this country, from all over the world.
People, there's no news. If there was, I would promise I would be telling you.
There's no news.
Team News and Ticks have just tweeted and said no Newcastle from me. Hopefully someone else has it.
Somebody else has it.
The person that told me about Haaland, all the Man City stuff, the last couple of games, said they don't get Newcastle news, so that's not happening. They said they don't get
Newcastle news. That's not happening.
Not before the deadline.
Not before the deadline.
Oh, and they've just messaged me saying no news, I'm afraid.
There's just messaged me no news, I'm afraid. God, this is also stressful.
So nothing about Man United, unfortunately.
Nothing about Man United, unfortunately.
This year you went into game week 10 having Captain Salah.
Yeah, so my team is like this. In goal, Ederson. Defence, my boys Captain Trippier, Bachmann, Estupiñán, Shaw, and Trent Alexander-Arnold. Midfield, Matona, Salah, Mahrez, and up front is Wilson, captain, Haaland, my bench, Ederson, Rashford, March not played, and Sam Greenwood.
-4 to bring Bruno now for Jota. 2-3.
Why?
Final game week.
Why
I would be taking hits to make sure you've got 2-3 transfers for today. It's not really how it works, you know.
Everything that Andy is saying.
Start Rashford, Martinelli,
because I just like watching his channel on YouTube. That's the reason. And I like to say what he says.
I'll probably take a risk on Buonanotte, I think.
I actually like Andy.
I'm just starting
to be fair.
The home fixture. Not much more to it than that, really.
Yes, but we can't.
Not much more to it than that.
Can't hear everything.
It's quite funny that we haven't got
saying
team news. To be honest, I did say this is a possibility.
You did say.
I need to. I'm just checking the person that leaked it last week.
To last week. Yeah, so last week's team, and of course, I want to say, everybody, best of luck in your own mini league cup as well. We're still the cup. I'm still in 4 cups, I think. Of course, I was knocked out the Gary Trigg Supporters Club. I lost out in the tie. Would you believe it or not? But that's the way it is. And of course, I want to say best luck to other managers that are still in the Fantasy Cup. Of course, this is what you call it. This is the last 16 of the Fantasy Cup now.
I don't think I can bench a double game week for an injury doubt.
Is it? Oh no, sorry, last eight of the Fantasy Cup.
What if he starts?
So last 8 of the Fantasy Cup.
It's going to kill me if he starts.
Kill me. I think he should have started probably Luke Shaw, but he couldn't lose clean sheet points.
I don't know if Rashford is definitely out. Ten Hag did make it sound like that, though, didn't he?
Ten Hag did make it sound like that. Rashford is definitely out, but I think he is.
Rashford in goal. He said doubtful. He was asked.
He said doubtful.
More than doubtful. He's a big
more than doubtful.
Oh.
And Rashford, this is. I don't think we're not going to get the team news from lunchtime. Probably into 11:30. The three leads at Newcastle.
I don't know. There's no news.
There's no news.
I'm pretty sure that's correct. It's just nothing.
There's just nothing.
Grealish or Rashford, who'd start? I'm gonna.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say Grealish.
He's gonna say Grealish.
I'm gonna say Grealish. He could be benched for Foden though.
Yeah,
I think
he. Yeah, he's gonna be benched.
I'm so sorry.
He only got 37 points last week, so I beat him by 7 last week.
I hate FPL, honestly.
Yeah, everyone does, Andy. Everyone hates SPL when they're not getting team news. It is so frustrating. It's not like this. It's like this every year. To be fair, it's so frustrating.
I think I'm going to bench him. Yeah.
Yeah. So am I.
It could just go horribly wrong though, like horribly wrong.
Could go horribly wrong.
Start Grealish or Shaw. I think I'll start Grealish ahead of Shaw. I tell a lot of people to bench Luke Shaw.
I won't bench Luke Shaw. I think he can get a clean sheet this week.
Trent.
And he could be back playing left back. What happens if he gets assist from a corner? Or even assist from free kicks, because he can take free kicks well a bit far, like.
So the person that leaked Isak and Wilson starting last week still hasn't tweeted, and we've got less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I don't think we're not going to get team deals. 2 minutes left to the deadline closes. It is a stupid game.
Shaw getting a 15-pointer, could well do, yeah.
Shaw could get a 15-pointer, yeah. Could possibly happen because Wolves, they're not great away.
Shaw ahead of most other defenders this week.
Most other defenders.
Like
what?
I'm sure there's someone I've missed.
Is the deadline. 11 o'clock, Jayden.
Okay, I think I'm going to bench Rashford. I think I'm going to bench him.
Of course, the next time I'll be live again.
Imagine if Isak doesn't start.
Check.
I'm pretty confident that
hopefully I will be live next Saturday, hopefully.
News, there is now
so I've got to check. How much is the deadline?
Ahead of
yeah.
Ahead of whatever. The team sheet.
The team sheet. 1 minute to go. Yeah, so hopefully I'll be live next Saturday. Hopefully. As well. 1 minute, yes.
So much easier when you have the heavy team news.
Yeah, so when it gets to 11 o'clock. Yeah, and time is up. So no team news. So I'm gonna look. I want to say thank you for watching the 145 minutes. So gonna love you, Salabius, old shoe, Sam True. Stay clever, taking together, and I hope you have a great double game week 36, and I hope it all goes well. And hopefully I will see you next weekend. Hopefully for double game week 37, and I hope it goes well. And I'm going to love you, Sleepers, all shoe, Sam True. Stay clever, taking together, and stay safe as always. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.